Hey, Real Connection Revolution family. Today is day 2 of the online journey and day 122 of my offline journey. And I wanted to really talk about today how was yesterday, after I posted my video, what I felt, all the emotions, and how great it was. But today morning, I was triggered. Something happened and I just lost it. And after years of spiritual work, after years of self growth and reflection, um, seeing myself getting triggered at such silly things, still make me like, really, how can I trigger at such things now also? But yes, uh, I am still growing, still learning. So I want to share that experience before, while I am in those emotions, while every detail is fresh. So let me go about what happened. So my son, who is 3 year old, he goes to play school, and in the morning routine that we have adopted is like I wake up and I prepare the breakfast, and my husband gets him ready for the school, like helping him brush his teeth and making him take shower, uh, and freshen up in the morning. So when I woke up, I started with making the breakfast, and but my husband was not there in the morning. He had gone down to buy vegetables or something. So he came up very late. My son bus arrives at 8:40, around 8:40 a.m. And he came at 8 o'clock, and then also he was busy doing something on his phone. So I waited for him to come and pick Vedant, because he was coming in the kitchen and not letting me prepare breakfast. So I told him, like, okay, this is not a priority, whatever you are doing right now, so please put it aside and uh, handle Vedant for now, because he's not letting me make breakfast. So that he was like, okay, it will take just 1 minute, 2 minutes, but he actually spent almost 10 minutes on that. And Vedant, after he woke up, he needs to eat something or drink something to get pressure, quickly, so that he can freshen up before leaving for the school. But then all of that could not happen. Arpit took him directly to the bathroom, made him shower and get ready, and uh, then I was like, the moment he will eat anything in the school, he will immediately get pressure, and then he will have to go, leave his food and get freshen up and then come back. And by that time, the time for their eating time would be over, because this has happened previously. I have seen that if he left home without getting freshened up, he comes home with the full lunch box, because that time it got wasted in all that activity. So I was really getting very angry at that time, and uh, at the last moment I tried to feed him something, but because there was no time, he was being choose, it was a cold kheer. I will not eat it cold, I want it like this with this spoon. So I got really angry, and I like, we cannot really hurry up kids. We should do our things better, in a better, in a planned way, rather than us taking up all the time, and in the last moment hurrying him, making him, shouting at him, like, do it fast, do it fast. It just makes the whole thing so worse. So it was happening, and I was losing control, and I started, like, shouting at my husband, like, why you came so late in the morning, and even after you came, and why you were dwelling in your phone, there was no priority. And it's like, you catching someone in the crime and still them denying they did the crime. So it was the audacity, like, him telling me, that it was not the reason because of which Vedanta is late. He was on time, and he even claimed that other days also it's the same time, when in reality it's like half an hour extra he gets, right? And he is able to do everything in that half hour extra. So I started getting really angry, like, really, you're lying that much? You're telling me, like, every day he wakes up at 8, and he goes to washroom at bathroom at 8:15. Like, we live in the same house. I know what the time is, what the schedule is. How can you lie on my face? And that really baffled me a lot. And we were going to, Vedant's school bus. We were going to drop him, and on the way we were just fighting. So he asked me, Arpita asked me, why you're fighting in front of Vedant. um, and I knew he was right, but I was already into so much flair I could not contain at that moment. And once we dropped Vedant school, I came back and I realized, really, like, I know it was his mistake, I know it was Arpit's mistake, but still, me getting so much angry in front of Vedant is doing much more harm to him, much more harm to Vedant, rather than if he had not eaten his lunchbox. you know him being hungry for 1 or 2 extra hours would not have been that much detrimental to him than him seeing his parents fight, and mainly, me shouting. So that was like, it was not worth it. I always, uh, so then I got into that reflective period, like, because I am able to, hold my composure during triggers now. So I reflected back on, like, what was it that made me, go down such thing, in that manner. And I asked myself questions, that what was it, what was about it. And it was mainly the thing that him not taking on, responsibility, him not owning to the problem that he created. Um, and this is like, it was very evident. I did not need to prove to you today that it was your mistake, but he was still behaving like, no, it was not my mistake. So so it was difficult for me, like, it is clear, it is so evident, how can you deny right now? So for me, in other moments, like, i can I can think, like, he might really not think this is the case. He might really not believe it is his mistake. It might not be that clear, but in today's incident, it was very evident. So that was the reason, like, how can you deny right now? You know, so then I thought, like, okay, it was his mistake, but it was very evident, and he will not own it up. So from next time when the such situation happen, what should be my course of action? So my course of action should be stating the fact, stating not the fact, well, stating what I think and leaving it there. And I should not wait for him to own up his mistake and telling me, like, yes, I made the mistake. I can just leave it. Okay. And we can pick it up. We can pick up the conversation later on. And I should surely not shout in front of my son. So that is my learning. And yes, and there was one more reason. Uh, till now, another reason why Vedant got up so late was because he yesterday he slept very late, and it was because in the daytime he slept longer. Like, he has been sleeping 2 hours in the daytime, and he's having really difficulty, to sleep in the night at proper hours. So the second action that we need to take is, instead of making him sleep for 2 hours in the daytime, we should now restrict it to only 1 hour, because clearly it is more than what he needs. So that is the second action item. And the third action item, I also found something else. That yeah, last night, right? Last night, yes. Last night I shot my first YouTube video in the night. It was around 2 a.m. or 1 a.m. Uh, and I did not even stop there. I, prepared it, uploaded it, edited it, and I scheduled it. I did everything in the night, and I got free by 4:30 in the morning. And when I went to sleep at that time, Vedant, he had, his diaper had leaked, so he had gotten wet, and so I had to change his clothes. And so in doing all of that, it was 5:30 in the morning by the time I actually got good sleep. And then I woke up at 9, so I had only 4 hours of sleep the prior night. And yesterday also Vedant was, not sleeping well because he slept in the daytime, and it kind of ruined my sleep as well. So now it is like cumulative sleep. I was sleep deprived, and because of that also, made me much more susceptible to the triggers, and let me, I'm not able to hold myself properly. So the thing that I thought was evidently its mistake, um, when I calm down, not calm down, when I sit down, and instead of telling myself what happened, I ask myself what happened. Okay, I sat down and asked why I got angry. Okay, so the first I got the first answer from myself. Okay, because he was, not admitting to his mistake. And then I sat down and, okay, how could we have prevented it? The second question, and it was like, if we, because Vedant did not sleep on time, he did not wake up on time, so need to reduce his afternoon nap time. And then I further asked, was there anything that I could have changed? Was like, if I had slept better at night. So this is how I deal with triggers, and I have been doing this for so long now. But still, there are always something new, something keeps on coming. So I keep finding these triggers, and these are my opportunities to reflect back on myself and grow. So I think this would be helpful for so many people. I narrated all this story so that you can see, how we do the self talk, how we ask questions, and how to go through triggers and use them for our own growth. Okay, so yeah, so my I will bring back another video to let you know my experience of yesterday after I put up the day one video.